Imagine carrying a weight so light you barely notice it, added piece by piece throughout the day. By evening, your shoulders ache, but nothing stands out as the cause. Micro-stress works the same way, not through impact, but through accumulation, and the cause is rarely obvious. Stress is usually imagined as something large and disruptive, a job loss, a serious conflict, a major life change. These events are demanding. Their source is clear. Their impact is easy to name. But psychologists describe another form of stress that receives far less attention: micro-stress. Small, frequent demands that require adjustment. A notification pulling focus, traffic slowing progress, clutter that never fully leaves your view. Each moment feels minor. Each one feels manageable. What makes them difficult isn't their size. It's how rarely they disappear. Because these demands are familiar, they fade into the background. They don't register as real stress. There's no single moment to point to, no clear cause to name. But research suggests the mind responds to patterns, not just intensity. Major stress is intense, but limited. Micro-stress is light but constant. And over time, repetition can outweigh severity. Notifications appear. Minor delays interrupt progress. Background noise never fully stops. Each moment feels neutral, not pleasant, not alarming. The brain adapts quickly to repeated input. Awareness fades, but the effort doesn't vanish. It simply moves out of sight. Attention doesn't switch cleanly on and off. It shifts. A sound pulls focus. A message appears. A thought remains unfinished. Each shift is small. But between these shifts, there is rarely a true pause. Attention hovers, alert, but not fully engaged. Psychologists describe this as sustained vigilance. Not stressed in an obvious way. Not relaxed either. Over time, this state begins to feel normal. This is why calm days can still feel draining, and why rest doesn't always feel restorative. Micro-stress is closely tied to environment. Modern systems generate continuous input. Messages arrive without boundaries. Information remains available at all times. Along with connectivity comes constant decision-making. What to respond to, what to ignore, what to return to later. Each choice is small. Together, they create ongoing demand. Small tasks rarely end cleanly. An unanswered email, a message to return to, a tab left open. Each one remains mentally present in the background, not enough to demand action, enough to occupy space. As these traces accumulate, focus becomes harder to sustain. Not because work is complex, but because attention is divided. Burnout is often described as arriving without warning. One day feels manageable, the next feels overwhelming. But the change is rarely sudden. What changes is visibility. Small demands accumulate below awareness. Each day adds a little more load. Each day offers slightly less recovery. Nothing dramatic happens. Yet energy slowly disappears. This is why burnout often feels confusing. There's no single cause to point to, no obvious explanation. Because stress is not defined only by intensity. It is shaped by repetition. Small demands rarely feel important on their own, but over time, they add up. Understanding stress begins with awareness, not action. Noticing the pattern reveals what isolated moments cannot. The takeaway is simple. Small stressors shape outcomes, not through impact, but through accumulation. And once the pattern becomes visible, the feeling of unexplained exhaustion begins to make sense.